Yo, what it do, guys? It is your boy, Leon Mookie here, back with you with another new part of What If Izuku Was MegaMan Star Force. This is part 7, and the last part, Izuku ended that of the entrance exam for UA and was heading straight back home. However, both Izuku and Omega is having that of an argument about the idea of friendship, trust, and partnership as well. However, because of the, trials and hardships that Omegas has gone through, especially being betrayed by his former comrades, his list of making friends is pretty small, which caused both Izuku and Omegas to have that of a fight and separate for the time being. Which then soon, Omegas begins to remember his time with Hasashi after saving him when his old comrades escaped from planet FM, saving the black-haired man. Omegas remembers the reason on why he came to Earth again, to support Izuku, even if it means having to open up to other people, such as Hasashi's wife, aka Izuku's mother, Inko. However, as for his former comrades, they began to plan for what's to come in the next couple. What they plan to do is either take vessels, wait for the perfect opportunity to attack Omegas and Izuku, or basically gather information and wonder what they're planning to do in the future. But even so, Tauros and Wolf, on the other hand, want to take down Omegas more than anything. As for the two battle-hungry maniacs, they go off on their own, with then Tauros finding Omegas and was planning to as the two FMians began to battle. However, as for Izuku, on the other hand, after leaving Omegas, Bakugo confronted him, basically belittled him, and even hated the fact that he even took the entrance exam to even begin with. Hated the fact that somebody like him that was basically weaker, lower than him, constantly basically stands up for him when he shouldn't. When somebody is weak and pathetic as Izuku continues to get in Bakugo's way. However, Izuku wouldn't take this lying down, as he basically airs out nothing but 10 years of his frustration, anger, annoyance, and hatred onto Bakugo. From being his former friend to his former idol to now basically an annoying and piece of shit bully that he is. However, this was the perfect opportunity when Omegas was getting the upper hand on Tauros during their fight. Tauros found Bakugo, finding out that he had the perfect compatibility and their EM waves were synchronized perfectly, making him the perfect vessel for him. As Bakugo was about to hit Izuku, Tauros took over his body and soon transformed into Tauros Fire. And now, Izuku and Omegas become MegaMan as they begin to battle against the two people that they saw as their friends. So, with all that said, let's get into this, shall we, guys? Currently, in that of Shibuya, as everybody is going home, some actually getting ready for work, while some are just trying to find a good place to relax and have some fun. One girl stands out quite a bit, even for basically those with that of mutant type quirks, as she has that of long blonde hair tied up into that of a ponytail, wearing that of red framed glasses, having that of a quite mature figure for somebody of her age as well, and also is basically coming from getting some food, actually, as this being a young American girl by the name of Melissa, with her heading to her temporary apartment building, within as she's on the phone with her father, who was no other than David Shields, soon David saying, "Are you sure you're doing okay, sweetie? Living in Japan all by yourself?" Within Melissa saying, "I'm fine, Dad, I'm fine. I've been living here for at least that of a year after all. and I told you, Uncle Toshi has been helping me out quite a bit. Surprisingly, even that of Night Eye, Sir Night Eye has been helping me out too. With then soon, David couldn't help but sigh. However, was a little skeptic on that of Night Eye, saying, "I can understand Toshi's been wanting to help you out, but come on, but Night Eye, if I last checked, both him and Mirai haven't been on speaking terms, and Toshi hasn't really given me any information. What about you? Has he?" With then Melissa shaking her head on the other line while saying, "Nope, he hasn't. But Mr. Mirai has been helping me out with the training that I'm going through." With then David saying, "Still can't believe Toshi kept this secret from me after all these years. Especially with me being his first sidekick, after all. A quirk that's able to pass on from one person to another. At least it basically puts aside my original plans on what I was planning to do." With then Melissa saying, "Daddy," saying, don't worry. My quirk amplification helmet device is now on hold permanently. I won't be fit. Now that I know that you've been chosen by Toshi himself, I don't think I got nothing else to worry about." But still, with then soon Melissa stopping in front of her apartment complex, saying, "Don't worry, Daddy. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'm not going to be in the hero course automatically. Given that I'm a third year, it's going to take a while. I'm currently only in the reserve course, in the reserve classes. So I won't be directly into hero course training until I actually prove that I deserve to be in the classes. But I won't lie, I have that of a hard competition of third years to overcome, to be fair. Especially the big three this year. And one of them I'm pretty close with, to be fair." With then soon Dave saying, "Just don't push yourself too much. Oh, and your quirk," saying, "still not that easy to get used to. Won't lie, it does hurt from time to time using it. But I think I can handle it. Just give me at least a little bit more time." With then soon David saying, "Just don't push yourself too much, sweetie. All right?" Within, Melissa couldn't help but smile over the phone, in that of a satisfying and somewhat sweet tone, saying, "Thanks for always looking out for me, Daddy. And I promise I won't worry you. Okay, I'll catch you later. Love you." With then she hangs up. As she finally arrives into her apartment, she soon takes off her shoes, places her dinner on the table on that of the kitchen counter for the time being, before getting the remote and opening it, and then open up the TV. But then soon it goes straight to the news saying, Here today at the Masafu City Prefecture. Currently, a villain has been going on a rampage. Multiple heroes have tried to step on the scene to take down the villain. However, his explosion quirk, which tied in with that of flames, has basically kept them at bay. With then soon, let's see this saying, "Oh no, but if the heroes can't handle this, definitely Uncle Mike can." With then she realizing, "Oh right, Uncle Mike, he's most likely he can't, given his time limit." With then soon Melissa standing up, saying, "I know vigilantism is pretty frowned upon here. Heck, even in the US, vigilantism is pretty harsh, so most people have to keep their identities a secret because of it." But with then soon looking at the news, she soon saw that. But currently, right now, a known popular vigilante at the time, MegaMan, has now appeared and soon to be fighting against the villain himself. Within suit, Melissa saying, "MegaMan?" With her couldn't help but sit down and hoping, "MegaMan, please stop that villain before anyone else gets hurt." With then Melissa couldn't help but feel some hoping, praying, internally praying, even for somebody of her that's a girl of science. Couldn't help but feel but help pray for the innocents. He's currently at Masafu, pretty close but far away from the action that they wouldn't be involved at Izuku's apartment. Within soon, looking on the news as both Inko and Manami are actually looking at the TV, seeing the issues. Within, Inko can up and say, "Oh dear, I can't believe a vigilante helping out, trying to stop a villain. I really do hope the heroes can step in. That poor boy, he's gonna get himself hurt." With then, Manami, seeing the situation, couldn't help but feel somewhat scared as she sees her hero, Izuku, fighting against a villain that seems quite dangerous. Not only that, even through the screen, she can tell that thing is made out of EM waves, just like him in his MegaMan form. But then, Manami can help but say, "Izuku, please be okay and be safe." With then, back in the battle, within, Izuku finally steps in as he soon rushes towards Tauros fire. As then, Tauros fire sends that of a blast of fiery explosions towards MegaMan, towards Izuku. But then, Izuku dodging each and every one, dodging the blast. However, it soon gets pretty close as he soon slams his fist into Tauros Flame's head, within sending him at least a couple inches flying back. However, he's still standing. Before then, looking back at Izuku, he soon cracks his neck, saying, "Is that all you got, you shitty nerd?" Within, Izuku saying, "Wait, but the only person that said that," within, Omega speaks up saying, "Don't be fooled, Izuku. Remember, it's still Tauros. He's only taken in that of Bakugo's characteristics and personality. It's still Tauros who's still in control, after all." With then soon blasting towards that of Izuku and that of a blinding speed, fusing that to the flames and the explosions alongside the EM wave body transfer as well. He's already in front of Izuku, within him slamming his massive fist into the blue vigilante. Within, Izuku trying to gasp for breath after getting hit, even though his mouth is being covered by his mask right now. Within soon being sent flying with another punch. Before then, Tauros Flame rushes towards him once again, using the explosion to push him forward using the memento, as he then kicks him higher up into the air, then flying towards him once more. He soon delivers that of a barrage of explosion-like punches towards him, sending him flying back to the ground as well. Within, soon creating that of multiple craters as he bounced off the concrete. With then, Izuku couldn't help but feel somewhat exhausted from being beaten like that. Within thinking, maybe it was a bad idea. He's using Kachan's fighting style entirely. With then soon, Omega saying, "Izuku, watch out!" Within, Izuku seeing Tauros Flame rush back towards him, saying, "Time to die, Deku!" As Izuku catches his breath, within soon seeing the perfect opportunity, saying, "Battle card, Crenation!" Within soon, the Omega snaps down onto the card, within him, his right arm transforming into that of a cannon. However, it looks quite different from your typical cannon, saying, "Water wave!" Within soon sending that of a sharp blade of water right at Tauros Fire. Within, Tauros Fire tries to dodge it as he moves over to the side. However, it still grazes him, cutting him through his torso as a bit of EM wave flames soon basically comes out of the wound as he winces in pain, not just from the cut, but also because of his elemental weakness to water. As he staggers for a bit, within Omega saying, "Izuku, now!" saying, "Right!" As soon bringing out that of two more battle cards, saying, "Battle card, Crenation!" As soon snapping down on both cards, and then saying, "Dual cannon!" With then firing that of multiple cannon shots towards that of Tauros fire. Within the barrage of cannon fire brought down on him as he soon winces that in pain and suffering, with then being knocked as he soon was sent flat down back to the good old terra firma, with then creating that of a crater. Within, Izuku couldn't help but bask in the glory, saying, "Ha! I actually took down Kachan." Well, I mean, it's not technically truly Kachan, but still, I don't know why, but it actually felt kind of good. With then Omega saying, "Well, you can bask in the fact that you're beating the shit out of your bully right now. Later, Izuku. Right now, we need to make sure to bring him down so we can take off his EM wave network around him." Within, Izuku saying, "How do we do that?" With then Omega saying, "Multiple ways. Well, the first way is that we deal enough damage to him, enough to the point that Tauros would have to get out of his body to recover, losing too much of his connection, and also his EM wave body be too damaged as well. Second reason, we destroy both of them at the same time." Within, Izuku saying, "What?" It's a harder choice. It's a lot harder to do the first one because sometimes the Femian refuses to leave their vessel given how much power that they gain from them. However, destroying both of them is always the best option. It's what a soldiers within Izuku saying, "We are not soldiers, Omega Sis!" With then Omega Sis caught off guard by Izuku's shout, saying, "We are heroes. We're not villains. We're not killers. I'm going to save Kachan, and I'm going to defeat this Tauros. That's what I'm going to do, no matter what. You may think that it's a perfect opportunity because it's convenient, but to me, it's no different from basically giving up on any chance on saving him, and I refuse to give up if there's always a chance." With then, soon hearing all this, Omega couldn't help but smirk, saying, "You're just like your father." With then, Izuku saying, "Omega?" With then saying, "Don't worry, all right then. Let's do this, partner. You said you wanted to save him, then let's save him." With then, hearing this, Izuku couldn't help but smile, thinking, "Thanks, partner. And give me your strength." With that, Tauros finally gets out of the crater as the explosion flames begin to erupt around his body, especially around his forearms. With then saying, "Now I'm mad, you damn bastard. I'm going to enjoy ripping you to shreds, you shitty ass nerd." With then Izuku saying, "All right then, bring it on." With that, soon rushing towards Izuku in that a full force, using his explosions and his momentum pushing him forward, as then Izuku saying, "Battle card, grenation, jet attack," as his arm takes the place of that of a crow head. But then soon the wings expand around that of the head before rushing towards Tauros Flame. With then soon bringing back as Tauros Flame was about to unleash another flaming explosion. But then Izuku at the same time is doing that of a charge shot from his Mega Buster. Within, at the same time as both EM Wave changed humans, black attacks collide with one another, with one giant ball of pure EM energy coming from Izuku, as the EM explosion flames come in contact with the attack as well, creating that of a massive explosion that destroys almost half of the entirety of the street, sending that of a shockwave that basically knocks back that of multiple stop signs, poles, and even breaks multiple glasses. Even a few people with that of a few civilians whose houses were basically also in the crossfire, get somewhat crackled and destroyed alongside their windows as well, as both boys were soon sent flying backwards and getting right into the middle of the attack after all. With then soon Izuku standing back up, grunting in pain from the attack, removing his mask. he had to find some way to breathe. But then Izuku, seeing all of the damage happening, as he couldn't help but feel somewhat horrified and shocked on how much their battle was causing so much destruction. With then soon a few of the pros couldn't help but scream out, "Halt! Both of you, stop at once!" With then, as it being from Kamui Woods, Mount Lady, and also Dead Arms, alongside that of Backdraft as well. With then soon Mount Lady saying, "Hey, isn't that MegaMan?" With then soon Kamui Woods saying, "I believe it is." With then Death Arms saying, "Halt there, Vigilante! You too, villain! It's time for you both to stop." But then Izuku saying, "Man, I don't want the heroes to get involved in this fight. They won't even stand a chance against Kacchan. Even for people like that of Kamui Woods, who's basically reached the higher ranks of the top and out of the top 10, top 15. With then soon Omega is saying inside of Izuku's head, but then saying, "It's possible. Just transfer both of you to that of the EM Wave world." Within Izuku saying, "Wait, we can do that?" Within Omega saying, "We can. However, doing so will cause a lot of feedback on that of the EM Wave world, which is basically doing the same thing, same damage to that of the real world as well. But at least collateral damage would be strapped into that of a minimum, unlike normal. But it's up to you, Izuku." With then Izuku taking that of a deep breath while closing his eyes, saying, "We have no choice." With then Tauros' flame standing back up, saying, "Ugh, damn you!" With then the flames on both his face and also around his forearms begin to erupt once more as explosions begin to crackle as well. With then Izuku getting into that of a starting position as he's about to rush towards that of Tauros' fire. As he rushes towards that of the EM changed kid, within Tauros' fire sees this thing. "Come on, you want to come straight at me, Deku? Then come on, bring it. Show what you can do, MegaMan! I'll kill you and put you down once and for all!" With that, Izuku saying, "Go ahead and try, Kacchan." Within, turning into that of a blur of EM wave energy, at Tauros' flame couldn't help but be shocked, saying, "What the? Where did he go? Wait, don't tell me that he transferred to that of the EM wave world." With then soon, however before he realized it, soon Izuku, aka MegaMan, was already in front of him, as he soon jumps over him and then soon wraps his arms around his, with then saying, What are you doing?" With then saying, "Transfer, EM Wave World!" With then soon the both being sent into that of the EM Wave World. With then, as to the naked eye, they basically look like they teleport. However, they just turned into full-on FMians, now stuck in the EM Wave World right now. Within, soon, floating up into mid-air, within Tauros' fire saying, "Damn you, you tricked me!" Saying, "Tauros' fire, you're fast, really fast, especially when you have that of Kacchan's quirk. But you don't know how to, and you also know his fighting style too, but you're still new to when it comes to an EM wave change. You may have control over Kacchan's body, but you don't have true synchronization with his mind, since you're just suppressing him after all." With Tauros' flame hearing this saying, "What's your point, you damn ass brat?" With then soon Izuku saying, "My point is, Tauros' fire, me and Omegasis, we are a true team. We are neither Izuku Midoriya or Omegasis. We are," within both of them say at the same time, "We are MegaMan!" With then soon bringing out that of two more battle cards, as it be within saying, "Battle card, Grenation! Twin swords!" With then both his arms turn into that of swords before being sent flying towards that of Tauros' fire. With then saying, "Is that all you got, you damn?" Before he could finish, MegaMan was already in front of him as he soon cuts right through his chest. Within soon, EM wave particles begin to erupt from his chest, almost like that of blood, saying, "What? How did you?" Within, without even letting him finish, he continues to slice through him over and over and over again, with then not even stopping until he brings him down. With then soon, with one final strike, he soon stabs him right into the chest as Tauros fire screams and that's of pain. With then soon seeing this saying, I refuse to get to be defeated by you. Within soon sending that a barrage of explosion flames towards him, as Izuku didn't stop as he continues to stab deeper and deeper into the chest of Tauros fire, with then soon bringing out one of his swords as it reverts back into his hand, or it's back into his normal hand, before bringing out another battle card saying, "Battle card, Crenation!" as then absorbing the card once more, as it being that of a minigun, saying, "Vulcan!" Within, at point blank range, Tauros fire couldn't help but be shocked and surprised before a burst of EM bullets began to burst right through Tauros' flame, pelting him straight into the face. With it saying, "Ow! Stop, you little bastard! Ah!" With then being, as he stumbles forward, before then his regular arm goes back to normal from his sword form, continuing to lay down the barrage of Vulcans. But then soon, Izuku saying, "Omega Sis, is he?" Within soon, Omega saying, "No, he's still having that. He's still connected. We need to set down at least a lot more barrage and power onto him. What are we gonna?" With then soon, Izuku saying, "I got one more wave card. We need to make it count." With then soon, Tauros fire couldn't help but get constantly annoyed, saying, That's enough!" Within soon, a burst of pure EM wave explosion and flames begin to erupt around that of the EM wave world, which begins to distort it and continues to basically warp, almost like that of heat waves being erupted around. Not only that, it even feels like that of miniature shock waves bouncing off of that of MegaMan as well. With then soon, as then, there's basically nothing but pure red eyes, no pupils, no nothing, of Tauros fire, as he's basically pure and utter rage right now. As then, he soon rushes towards that of MegaMan once more. Within, MegaMan was about to dodge, however, before he could, he was soon grabbed by his arm. As he's trying to basically make him let go, he was soon slammed to the ground, before then being hit with a powerful explosion down onto him, as knocking him back down to the ground, gasping for air. Within soon, he was doing this over and over and over again before being thrown and then hit with another flaming explosion towards his face. With then soon being as Tauros flame sends right back him, roaring in that of pure and utter adulterated rage and anger. Within being hit with more punches, kicks, explosions over and over again, to the point that he was soon grabbed by the head and then soon hit with a point blank explosion towards his face. Within being sent flying back down, as then cracks throughout the EM wave world, especially on its main route road, begin seen. However, these cracks are also being felt in the real world as well, as the collateral damage that's already been around is starting to get a little bit more collateral. Not as much as before, but still can be felt. Within a few of the pros that showed up besides that of the well-named pros, a few of the lesser named pros began to help out as well with the civilians, people, and even that of the destroyed debris as well. Within soon, Mount Lady can up and say, "Where are they? Where did they go?" Within soon, Deaf Arm saying, "Wherever they are, hopefully they don't show back up." Within Kamui Wade saying, Wait, Death Arms, are you? I'm not scared if that's what you're wondering. If they show back up, I'm arresting them both here on the spot. Because look at what they've done here. Look at all this destruction. So many innocent people's homes have been torn and broken piece by piece. Maybe not completely destroyed, but still, that whoever that hell that MegaMan is, he's not helping anybody. He's just causing more wanton destruction. Just like the villain, he's no different from a villain. With them soon hearing this, both Kamui and Mount Lady couldn't help but think that Death Arms may be right. However, they've also seen the things that he has done and the good he has done. He's just a confused and misguided kid. That's all. But then Izuku hearing all of this, as even in the EM wave world, he's still connected to the real one. But then saying, am I just a nuisance? Am I just causing more and more suffering and pain without realizing it? With then soon, Omega's is saying, Izuku. With Izuku standing back up, struggling to gasp for air. Within soon, he's saying, are we just causing more and more suffering? Are we just prolonging the inevitable? I mean, look at us. If I didn't exist, Tauros wouldn't have just bothered of taking over Kachan's body. If I never became MegaMan, none of this would have happened. Your old comrades would have never thought of taking a vessel to get stronger. So why? Maybe being MegaMan was a mistake. With then hearing this from his partner and friend, Omega's couldn't help but take that of a deep breath before crossing his arms in his inner thoughts, before then taking over his right arm, once again saying, that is wrong. You are absolutely wrong, Izuku Midoriya. With then soon hearing this saying, what? But think about it, Midoriya. Think of all the people you have helped. Remember the girl that you saved on your very first beginning as MegaMan. Within remembering that of the spiky ponytail haired girl. With then thinking, and think of all the other people you saved during the train disaster as well. With then remembering all the others. Also, remember all of the EM wave hacking crimes that you solved too. We done that. We solved crimes that not even normal people were able to solve. With then thinking about all of the robberies, heists, data fraud, and everything else like that. Thanks to them, that innocent people won't lose their livelihoods because they were there, even when they shouldn't have been. But then soon, Omega's is finishing off with one more thing, saying, and remember Manami Aba, you saved her. Remember what she said, what she told you, the words that you've always wanted to hear. With then Izuku's eyes wide shocked. Before then she's saying, I wanted to thank my hero in person. That'd be you, Izuku Midoriya. With then hearing this, Izuku's eyes couldn't help but being shocked before standing back up, proudly and strong, but then saying, you're right. You're absolutely right, Omega Sis. I've done a lot of good, even if it's seen as vigilantism, even if it's against the law. I've helped a lot of people. And now, with then soon seeing the berserk Tauros fire still standing there, raging and growling, and that like that of a wild animal. And then saying, and as for me, it's time. It's time for me to save Kachan too. With then soon, he begins to feel the power coursing through his body as he realized that he is about to change. But then saying, Omegasis, switch to noise form, rogue. With then saying, on it. With that, soon, multiple colors of noise begin to erupt around that of Izuku, as then transforming into his rogue form. With then, he begins to feel a lot more lighter and stronger. With then saying, I normally don't use these battle cards, but they're gonna help me get the upper hand on this berserk form of Tauros fire. With then Soon saying, battle card, grenation! Within absorbing the battle cards. With Soon, his arms begin to change. They grow larger and wider, as it being a battle card called Massive Fist. With then Soon seeing this, the berserk Tauros fire soon rushes towards him with that of a powerful burst of explosions. Within soon sending another powerful wave of explosion flames. However, when the berserk realized that he didn't hit him, within right beside of Tauros fire is MegaMan, as raising back his massive fist, slamming it towards that of Tauros fire, and within sending him flying. However, didn't stop there, sending that of another barrage of powerful punches towards the powerful fire EM wave change being. As the punches did not stop no matter what, as they becoming so fast that Tauros fire is unable to react and basically think straight to strike back once more, even if he even could without being in his berserk form. Within soon landing a final punch onto him, saying, "It's over! Now wake the hell up! Kachan!" As Izuku screams this as MegaMan, deep inside that of Bakugo's consciousness, wallowing in basically his pity, the lack that he basically was defeated, subjugated, and basically seeing his own body being used by some bastard. Within hearing the echoes of Izuku, within Bakugo saying, "Deku, what are you?" As he finally hears those words even more, saying, "Wake the hell up! Wake the hell up! What the hell do you think I'm doing, you damn nerd? I'm trying, damn it!" With then soon Izuku saying, "And if you don't, I'll help you through it. And if you don't want it, I'll still save you." With then the fist finally connects, as then it destroys the armor and the EM wave body of Tauros fire. As for Tauros himself, he can say, damn it, the EM wave connection, it's starting to fade. I need to get out of here." With then saying, "You may won this time, Omegasis, but next time, I will defeat you. I'll prove I'm the strongest. Just you wait." With then soon getting out of the EM wave world. Within separate as the two begin to separate, Bakugo began flying backwards onto his back, unconscious, with not even a scratch on him, given that being in the EM wave change doesn't cause any negative damage towards the body besides physical exhaustion. As for Tauros, he's soon licking his own wounds as he flies off into the EM wave world, regrouping with his old comrades. Within soon, Izuku, in his rogue form, basically reverts back into his default form. Within taking that of a long, deep breath, as then he couldn't help but smile seeing that Bakugo is back to normal, saying, "We did it, Omegasis. We save Kachan." With then soon Omega saying, yes, we did. Well, more like you did it, Izuku." Hearing the praise from his partner, Izuku couldn't help but feel happy at the words. Before then, Izuku noticed that Death Arms, Mount Lady, Kamui Woods, and Backdraft noticed Izuku as MegaMan, within Death Arms saying, "Hold it right there, kid! You're under arrest!" Within Izuku freaking out, seeing the heroes about to come after him, saying, "Oh boy, I need to stop. With then soon Omega saying, "Stop freaking out, Izuku. just go back into the EM wave world and then revert back to normal. Within Izuku saying, right. Within doing that, he soon goes back to EM wave world, go at least a couple alleyways away, and then revert back into Izuku. Within soon seeing the situation, as then the pros were Def Arms is a little bit annoyed at the fact that he didn't catch Izuku as MegaMan, with that of Backdraft and Kamui Woods trying to comfort the massive armed hero. Within Mount Lady seeing Izuku saying, "Hey, you!" Within Izuku saying, "Me? Ma'am?" With her saying, "This place is too dangerous. Get to somewhere safety." Within saying, "But my friend, God, he's over there." Within Izuku saying, "Why did I call my friend? Just on reflex?" Makes sense. With soon, Mount Lady sees that of Bakugo on the ground, passed out. Within Such saying, "Oh dear." With then rushing toward Bakugo, looking at him saying, "Hey kid, wake up. How did he even get here? I didn't even notice he was." With then soon, Bakugo basically opening his eyes saying, what the hell happened?" With her saying, "Oh, thank God, you're woken up. Hey, a friend of yours is here to help you. I'm just good. Any injuries? You passed out here on the ground." Saying, I did? I don't remember what happened. I just came from the entrance exam, and then, Deku, right, I saw Deku, and then, realizing I don't remember anything else after that. With it soon, Omegas is hearing this saying, it looks like since Tauros took over his mind and body, instead of him, he doesn't remember the past couple of minutes. That even means he doesn't remember the EM wave change as well. Within Izuku saying, "That's good. Well, personally, I think it'd be better if Kacchan was humbled by being affected. But I'm guessing maybe we can't win them all. As long as he's not hurt, that's all that matters." But then soon, Izuku saying, "We should probably get out of here before Kacchan noticed me. Even you did say he did remember seeing me, but he may not remember what happened afterwards. And honestly, this entire night has been exhausting for me." Within Omega saying, "I'll say, I can even feel the stress coming off you when we were fighting, and that isn't fighting stress, that was literal stress as a whole." Within hearing this, both Izuku and Omegasis head back home. Good thing that that their block is just at least a couple more streets away. Within soon arriving back home, within Inko and Aba and Monami see this, seeing both Izuku. Within both of them scream out, "Izuku!" Within Izuku freaking out over the two girls. Within soon Izuku being comforted by his mother and the first person that he saved. With Izuku blushing over Monami basically clinging on to him. However, he's used to his mother clinging on to him though, which basically counteracts the blushing while also returning the blushing at the same time, which creates that of a endless loop of embarrassment while also going back to being normal at the same time. With then Inko saying, "I was so glad that you're okay. I was so worried that you didn't arrive soon enough. Where were you?" With then Izuku saying, "Well, I was on my way back home when, within soon, Monami noticed it because she already knows that Izuku is MegaMan." With soon, he's saying, "You see, I was on my way back before I saw the villain attack, and then MegaMan stopped in before I could make it, the whole entire place was destroyed. So, and I had to wait until," with then Inko saying, I see. I understand. I absolutely do now. I'm just glad my baby is safe." With then soon, Monami saying, "Me too. I'm just glad that you're all right." Midoriya, I'm just happy that you're okay. With then, Izuku couldn't help but blush. However, instead of this being a blush of embarrassment, it's more of a blush of happiness, saying, yeah, I am. With then realizing, I may not be perfect, but no matter what, either as Izuku Midoriya or as MegaMan, I am a hero. I'll always be a hero, no matter what. So even if I failed UA's entrance exam or didn't make it good enough, it doesn't matter. To me, MegaMan is always a hero. Maybe not by the law, but at least to the people that I save. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Love to read them. So, how did you guys like this? This part. This would be the first of many battles between Izuku MegaMan versus an EM changed being. The first one being that with Tauros Flame. Especially since this Tauros Flame was a lot more dangerous and a lot more powerful than that of canon Tauros Flame in the Star Force games. Reason being, Bakugo's quirk, of course. Flames empowered with the power of explosions? Yeah, that's just asking for a deadly ass combo. Not only that, even for somebody as big and bulky as that of Tauros Flame, add that with Bakugo's combat experience and literal genius at fighting as a whole. Yeah, you got somebody that's basically dangerous as fuck. Of course Izuku was gonna struggle in a fight like this. But, however, he would have struggled even more if Bakugo was more in control after all. Sooner or later, some of the enemies are going to realize this. However, it may be too late or too soon. Who knows? So, with all that said, hope you guys like this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification, keep up to date my videos when I upload on the channel. Also, please check out my Discord, my gaming channel, my side channel, Patreon, and Cash App. All linked in the description below. So, with all that said, this is Yamoki, signing out. Later, guys, and hope you all take care. Shiro Kitsune, my lovely lady, you know what to do.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!